Hey guys, new video. Today it's Skyreach 16 as a Master of Harmony Brewmaster monk. Uh, I cleared out my 15s and 16s. I have some videos for those, but I might just upload 16s or whatever I get. This is the route. Pretty straightforward, and I think this is 104%. That's why people who do like 20s and stuff like that are doing like skips and stuff, because there's some packs in here they don't need, but it's pretty straightforward. And my gear, I got a cloak and wrist from the bonus loot roll. I was trying to get the staff from Algatar's Academy, and I couldn't get it. And I got shoulders from Bolt. Alright, so this first pull, you're gonna see right here that I'm gonna try to tag this Raven, spinning crane kick into everything to make sure I get it. These extra raging squalls, I would say they aren't really necessary for this first pull, but I just do it either way. There I threw my exploding keg just to help mitigate some damage while I make sure that I get everyone. Rogue was on top of that kick. And you want to kill this Adorned Blade Talon first, right? Because he does that rush that leaves a ticking dot on everyone. So the sooner he dies, the better. Again, just less pressure on the healer. Sheer kind of did hit me pretty hard. And something someone asked me in the last video was like, oh, how do you manage stagger and all of that, right? Well, something that I want you guys to take a look at is my stagger bar in the middle of the screen. What I do is I try to cleanse stagger once it reaches 1.1 mil, anything above that, right? The reason for that is that it's because it means that I'm ticking for a lot of damage every second, right? It may say 1.1 mil per second, but it's really not. It's closer to like 200k, 300k. But I'm doing so much self healing that I'm not taking it all at once, right? Like I'm not dying immediately. But you also don't want to leave it at that high because at some point the healer's healing and your healing aren't enough, and it's going to just start like destroying you. So if you look at it, I try to make sure that once I reach 1.1 million, boom, purifying brew, purifying brew. And you don't have to worry so much about like, oh, not having the purifying brew. There, 1.5 million and I cleanse. Again, because you have Black Ox brew, right? You use that to reset your purifying brews if you need it, and you're good to go. As you can see there, I'm sitting at around 700k, which is what you need to get the maximum amount of mastery from training of New Zhao, the talent, which is 15% extra attack power. So just as long as you sit within that, again, I recommend this add-on. It's called Monk Stagger Bar. I'll leave a link to it in the video. There I started lagging, so I kind of messed up there a little bit. I think it's because I was recording no BS. Lagged a little bit there. But again, Monk Stagger Bar, it would be your best friend. Also, if you guys go check out Equinox, he's a Brewmaster, the dude I watch videos and kind of learn from. Here, I try to do this pull. You can pull those guys up there, right? I messed up because I had to move closer and hit him. I missed it, so guess what? I'm gonna have to attempt it again. And I do, and you'll see what happens. But anyways, this is pretty straightforward fight. The only thing you have to worry about is not getting hit by the wind chakra, which is this, and also making sure you don't get hit by the vortexes once they spawn. It was good on the DPS to drop them in the middle because we'll never go to the middle. Like you don't ever want to be in the center at all. So it was good on them to drag all this stuff out. And this, you just rotate, right? Like, okay, that one went. Just pull them up, and that's it. Again, the DPS pulling those towards the middle. I think that guy got clipped by a vortex and he got hit. So he kind of had to die there, I guess. It's a little sucky, but yeah. And that's the whole fight. And here again, I'm going to try. I need to watch the videos again because I don't know where to aim it. and I'm thinking, oh god, like, where am I supposed to aim this? And I couldn't remember it. I literally just timed this about 30 minutes ago. So I'm editing this as soon as I did it, just because this one got me resilient 16s. And mind you, every key I've timed does Master of Harmony. I know Shadow Pan is the meta spec right now. It's great. It does a lot of damage, but I just love Master of Harmony, right? And again, like every season, I'm just trying to see how far I can push as Master of Harmony. I don't really have a push group. I'm doing all of these as a pug. I don't know if I'll ever have a push group. I don't think I have the time and the dedication for something like that. If I raid with, well, at the beginning of the season I was raiding with my main guild, and then I was raiding with another guild on my warrior tank. Oh, here comes number 3, and nothing. But anyways, like I was saying, I raid on my main guild, and then I was raiding with another guild. So I was raiding 4 days a week, which is kind of insane, right? But it's raiding with friends, so no biggie. I didn't have enough time to kind of focus on Mythic Plus, so I was way behind. But now that I'm raiding with only one guild, because my main guild kind of finished what we needed to do, I've been timing more keys, so it's been a lot of fun. You know, I really enjoy playing Master of Harmony. I'm not gonna say that I didn't try Shadow Pan and some lower keys like 10s and stuff like that, because I have, just for fun of it, just to see my DPS on it, and yeah, it's a lot of DPS. But Master of Harmony I love, dude. Especially with these 12.0.5 changes, our damage is like it's gotten a little bit better. Well, the AoE portion of it, single target hasn't like been bad. Here I tried to paralyze that guy to just buy myself some time, and somebody broke it out. I was gonna break it out and interrupt it to drag it in, but you know, it is what it is. We have the DPS and the CC to handle all these casts, so we're fine. The solar orb is definitely a pain in the neck, but as you can see, we can clear this out. But as I was saying, Master of Harmony I really enjoy, right? Like, I feel like it's never really been a proper meta spec. I think season 2 of the War Within it was, and it was pretty fun. Like, I enjoyed it, but I've always played Master of Harmony, so you know, like, I don't know. Even if Shadow Pan is better, I'll stick to Master to see how far I can get. Here, pulling 2. I'm gonna mark one of these just so we make sure that we focus that one down, because the solar flame thing, you can see there was targeting 2 players, and my healer was having a hard time. At the end, they said that they didn't have 2 of their abilities bound, because they had switched from one spec to the other, so their keybinds were a little wonky. But either way, they did pretty good. I have to admit, the resto druids are pretty meta right now. And again, once that pack dies, we just pull in the next one into it, and we just leave them down. There's some tech to this boss where they'll have an evoker or a mistweaver can jump over the gate and pull a pack of birds from the sides. And I guess that works because if you have a demon hunter, devourer, or any class that benefits from funnel, you wanna get them that funnel, right? Especially if it's mobs that kind of only focus on the tank. As you can see, you're really not taking a lot of damage here. It's your party members who are. You're gonna see in a little bit that what I try to do is I try to take one of the beams from someone. I think it's the rogue in this instance, but I guess they kind of don't know about that I can take the beam for a little bit just so that they're not dying. Because I realized like the rogue is just taking like a lot of damage out of all of the DPS. He's really just like getting hurt. I try to do it, but you also have to be careful because you can cleave them when they do the fairy smash, so you don't want to take the beam when that's about to go off. Here the shaman's gonna take it and the smash is gonna go off, so just making sure that he doesn't get hit. But he can move because he's range, right? And there again, the rogue is just like getting destroyed by this, tossing heals on him. You know, there I just stand on it for the fact of like trying to save him some time. But I went the wrong way here, and as you can see, like he starts to melee. I think one of the warlock pets. It's pretty dangerous. Shaman decides to lust here. Guess good call. I had already used my DPS potion, which is another thing. In these keys, using DPS potions really helps, and by that I mean life potential. It's like 594 main stat, so that's a lot of agility. Like that's a good amount. There I was just trying to position myself there, but I saw that the smash was coming up, so I was like, oh, okay. This shaman here doesn't take nearly as much damage as the rogue, so I guess I didn't have to worry too much about it. But again, I'm just like there paying attention to make sure that I can at least step into the beam if I have to, just to ease up the pressure on the healer. But it definitely looks like it's the rogue, the one that's struggling with the beam. I don't know if it's because of lack of defensives or rogues are just squishy in general. But yeah. And again, you can just stand here in the middle of these. You're not gonna get hit by it. You're perfectly fine. And yeah, this fight is pretty straightforward. I don't think there's anything much to it that you can do other than like soak the beam if you have to. But again, not a lot of people know about that, so if they see you moving in, they're not gonna move out. You're just gonna keep soaking it. There, sadly, the warlock died. Guess the beam kind of ticked them a little bit at the end. And other than that, we really had no deaths. Yeah, just chain lightning, black ox statue, and AoE taunt. I also saw that a lot of the top brewmasters don't take Black Ox statue. I take it just because it's like a safety taunt, right? Especially since the DPS can go a little crazy in the beginning. This keeps me from, you know, letting them die because of aggro, because of threat. So, you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. Alright, and now to the boss. One thing I'll mention is that I +2 this on the 15. DPS in that group was insane. And it was a Mistweaver healer, I think, too. Mistweavers are like something else this season. They're crazy. Anyways, for this, when he does Sunbreak, look at this. You ring a piece to keep him there. The rogue stunned him, but if the ring a piece is enough to keep him locked into place while you DPS them down. And all you have to do is just stand out of the range of that and you're fine. That's it. Like there's really not much here. It's right there. The rogue hit him with a stun. Probably not the best thing to do. And you're gonna see why in a little bit. We're gonna get 2 ads right here. So that one died and it rebirthed immediately. I'm not sure why that happens. It's probably because it hit the other egg that was there. I don't know. But just Ringa pieced it out and the warlock and the shaman took care of that one. While the rogue and I took care of this one. And that's pretty much the whole fight. That's all you really gotta pay attention for. And also running back to the boss after he does the Searing Quills. So again, here the rogue stuns it. Again, probably not smart. And you want to rush back to make sure that he doesn't attack anyone. Because if you get away from melee range, he'll target someone else. And you don't want that. Now for this skip here, we have a warlock, and he could have ported, like left the portal there, but he did it the other way. He ran around and portaled from there to there. I guess that works too. Here I missed this. You can get hit by the tornado thing and get flipped over. But then I saw that he did the little warlock portal thing, so I was just like, okay, never mind this. Let me just run around and take the portal over there. But either way works. I guess there's more than one way of doing this. We really didn't lose much time. Probably like 10 seconds, maybe. There I was explaining to the warlock that he could do that too. Okay, so this is a pack that people skip, right? So what they do is they transcendence in the middle of both of them, and they pull them to the right side. Once your group runs by, you transcendence back to the original spot, and you use the shadow melt potion that drops threat, and you continue. And the reason for that is because those two are like roughly about 4%, maybe a little bit more than that. But since you pulled the extra pack, well, theoretically, if you would have pulled the extra pack into the second boss, it would have offset it, right? Because dropping those two out would have left you at around 98%. But since you pulled those other mobs into the second boss, you would be at 100%. Because here, there's nothing else you can skip after this. It's just impossible. I don't know if the rogue could have cloaked us through the next 4 ads, but it doesn't make sense to do that. Like, all of this other trash is pretty simple to take care of. Here I kind of... it's simple to take care of, and here I like messed up with this. I saw that he's responding the solar orb, so I ran back, but then like all of these guys are free casting, and I'm like, damn. Fortifying Brew had to self-heal, so... Here I'm targeting the priest paralysis and to interrupt. Make sure he doesn't disorient us. That would have probably definitely wiped us. And not to say that we're slow. Like, we probably could have +2 this if I would have pulled more aggressively, but we're not in a rush. We're just trying to time this, right? So I was just taking care of these, making sure that we kill these solar orbs. And again, I feel like I'm not in any immediate danger. As you can see there, like, I'm okay, I'm using Expel Harm with 5 orbs to top me back up if I need to. My stagger, again, over 1 million. Cleanse. Purifying Brew immediately, just to make sure that I'm not getting ticked out. And that's it for this trash. Like, you just chain it into the next pack whenever these are a little bit low. As you can see there, it's about to be around 40%. And I think somebody pulls it. It wasn't me. Somebody pulled it. Might have hit it, one of the pets. But good, because it lined up with what I wanted to do either way. There's only 2 important things here, and that's making sure that the people who have the beam kite it away to one side and pulling the boss to the back near the entrance, so that when he uses cast down, people have a chance to DPS down the ad to break people free. Unless you have a way to get back on the platform. I know evokers can do it, hunters can do it, disengage I think it is. So you want to give people enough time to make sure that they can DPS it down if they can't. Luckily here we have a rogue, so the rogue has 8 seconds stun every time, so it gives us 8 seconds to DPS it down, either focusing it or cleaving it. But other than that, there's really not much to this fight, as you can see. This is dead here, and I get resilient 16. Solar prism dropped, right? The rogue got it. He said he's building a outlaw set, so that's a bummer. And these damage meters suck. It fused my Skyreach and Triumvirate run for some reason. Blizzard needs to get their stuff together and fix this stuff, man. It's annoying. I should have reset it, but I forgot to, I guess. But I still got you guys. So here's every boss fight individually. Ranjit is first. 66k. Tiger Palm did good damage. Then the next one, it's me trying to figure out which one to click on next. And Tiger Palm. And again, my DPS single target is pretty decent, I guess. Anywhere from low 50s to high 50Ks. So yeah, probably next video might be a 17, or I'll upload a 15 that we don't have on the channel yet. But see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.